So as you saw in last weekend's video, it wasn't a great experience for us away fans in Darmstadt.
Put us out of our misery. Let's move on.
That long journey back home for us English Bochum fans is never easy, but after losing 4-1 to Darmstadt in the first Spieltag of the new Zweite Bundesliga season, it's fair to say tarnished what was otherwise an enjoyable trip. But in today's video we're going to focus on the home club, the history, the stadium, the fan shop, the local beer and more in this debut edition of Roy Explores, where this week we are of course exploring the Lilies, SV Darmstadt 98.
Ole, ole, ola, o Lilien, o Lilien, o Lilien, oh.
So for context, Darmstadt has a population of around 160,000 and is located not far from Frankfurt. Of course, Eintracht Stadium is called the Waldstadion Stadion, which translates to the Forest Stadium, so you won't be surprised that Darmstadt's close proximity to Frankfurt means they too are surrounded by forests. Just take a look as we made our walk towards the stadium. So on non-match day, you're not going to get close to the stadium here. We think this is the away end, don't we?
I've got a yeah.
No luck today. We're going to keep on exploring, and as a reminder, hit that subscribe button for the video tomorrow. Let's crack on, Arch. Back into the forest in the middle of nowhere. Despite being in Germany so often now, I'm always amazed at how different their football grounds are to ours back home. As we follow behind Archie on a mission to find civilization, now would be the opportunity to hit that subscribe button, ready for this weekend's antics back in the Ruhrgebiet. So mate, our shoes have...
Long day. We're not even been here a few hours, have we?
So this isn't going well. Again, this is Roy and Archie Explores Darmstadt. We've not even been to the centre.
Between a gate and a gate.
German football stadiums on non-match day are a lot less accessible. In England, you just go straight to the ground, the shop's open.
You just walk round.
We're locked in.
Ole, ole, ola, o Lilien, o Lilien, o Lilien, oh.
So the fan shop looked tiny when we first walked through the doors, but it's actually really good and there's lots of unique, quirky items we love here at Football Paradise. I think the Darmstadt home shirt this season is really nice, and Archie has a bit of a soft spot for the Lilies after receiving a Darmstadt shirt in one of those mystery football boxes. What do you reckon? Rating out of 10, mate?
It's simple. I like it.
8 out of 10?
I'd say about a 7 or 8. Yeah.
7 or 8, yeah.
Simple.
I even picked up this little beauty.
Got a pendant here for the man cave back home. So obviously, as we know, Darmstadt play the home games here at the Merck Stadium, which has a capacity of 17,800. But did you know that Darmstadt have just over 11,000 members of the club?
So at this point, Archie started telling us a few more Archie facts, but the microphone wasn't working, so here we go. Merck, who sponsor the Darmstadt Stadium, are one of the biggest employers in the area and are a local pharmaceutical company who've been around since 1668. The football club, SV Darmstadt 98, aren't that old, but their roots date back to 1898 as FC Olympia 1898 Darmstadt. That club would then merge with Darmstadter Sportclub 1905 in 1919 and form the modern day version we know today. The Böllenfalltor Stadion opened in 1921, and as a Bochum fan, I can relate to this club. Obviously, VfL Bochum being located in the Ruhrgebiet, very much a hotbed with regards to numerous football clubs in the area. Of course, Bochum, geographically located between Dortmund and Schalke 04. In a similar way, Darmstadt are basically the Grau mouse of the Südwest. They're located next to bigger clubs such as Eintracht Frankfurt, so the fans or potential fans have more options when choosing which football club to follow. So again, similar to Bochum, SV Darmstadt may often get overlooked, but they are very much a hidden gem. Next to the Böllenfalltor Stadion, you've got a beautiful old university stadium called the Hochschul Stadion, which looks like a mini version of the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin. And yet, awkwardly, if we're heading down that route, you won't be surprised to hear that around 80% of the inner city of Darmstadt was destroyed during World War II. Yep, sorry about that. Let's move on and head to one of your wonderful local breweries. So guys, I'm in a German brewery, Grau. I've just ordered a few große bottles, some large bottles of beer. Let's taste test some of the local beer here in Darmstadt.
Ole, ole, ola, Lilien, 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 oh.
Oh yeah. Go on.
Here we go.
The goods have been secured.
Some of the good stuff, some local Darmstadt beer arch, Grau. We're going to taste test the Grauer, is that how you say?
Oh, yeah.
Are you a bit of a grower, Archie?
No comment. Do you know what? I've never actually heard of this beer before. Interesting.
Yeah. Here we go. Where's your
Did
bottle?
you even open it?
No, I didn't even open mine. Not a good start.
Yeah.
So,
Lilien, 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 oh.
I don't mind it.
no, I'm not knocking it. It's good.
No.
You
I
just
get what you
drink
mean,
it,
though.
and it tastes like, you know, any
This is-
other German beer. but afterwards,
What's
there's
happening?
yeah. What I meant is you've got that initial familiar taste, but then afterwards it's
I
like
feel like it's a bit wheaty.
yeah, that's the word,
Yeah.
wheaty. Let's go for another one. Let's do a pro stick.
Lilien, 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 oh.
That's good.
I see what you mean by when we say wheaty. We'll put on screen now the equivalent, the German
Yeah,
equivalent
yeah,
of wheaty, wheat. Should we go for a third time?
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's so nice we don't
Cheers to
have
the
to
people of Darmstadt.
You got good beer.
Lilien, Lilien, oh.
So I had planned to make a segment in each episode of Rye Explores taste testing some food, especially the bratwurst from the stadium. But there was a really long queue, I'm incredibly impatient, but instead we spent an hour trying to get into one of those weird camera operated shops outside the stadium, which did happen to overcharge me by around €50. So instead, I'm going to share my thoughts on the matchday experience, what I thought of the stadium, the Darmstadt fans and so on, and of course, what I really thought of this incredible, I've given it away already, incredible anthem. Oh yes, here in Bochum, well, I'm in England, but in Bochum, we're a little bit arrogant with regards to our anthem. We're very confident that Herbert Grönemeyer Bochum is the best hymner in German football, but although it was somewhat tragic hearing that song 4 times in a row, losing 4-1, and every time that happy song came on, it felt like they were rubbing it in. But in reality, it's an incredible song. Die Lilien, die Lilien, yeah. Darmstadt have only played 5 seasons in the Bundesliga in their history, and only 2 of those seasons came back to back. Every other time, they got promoted and went straight back down. But I made the comparisons with Bochum, with my club, when in reality, they probably have faced a lot tougher times over the years, although we're often regarded as a bit of a yo-yo club between the Bundesliga and the Zweite Bundesliga. It was around as recent as 2011, they were in the German 4th division, at the time Regionalliga Süd, and within 4 years, by 2015, they'd made their way all the way back to the Bundesliga. So they faced highs and lows in recent history, and I think they've kind of settled in mid-table mediocrity in the Zweite Bundesliga, but maybe not. Maybe after that 4-1, it's going to give them some confidence. And remember, the season before last, they were in the Bundesliga, albeit they finished last. So, the fans, I thought they were really good. Everyone I've met has been very nice, but again, nice fans don't often make the best atmospheres. But the ultras behind the goal, although from the guest block it was a little bit more difficult to hear them and get a real kind of understanding how good they were, they showed up, and it's easy to sing when you're winning 4-1. I'm often wondering what they're like on a boring, cold, midweek 0-0 game. But yes, they were very, very good. And again, we did go to Darmstadt, as you've seen in this video, the day before. We spoke to people in the shop, people around the ground and so on. Very, very welcoming. So for me, yeah, great experience in Darmstadt. As we said, didn't get a chance to review the bratwurst, any of the food around the stadium. But in terms of the local beer, the Grau, it was decent. There are other local brewers, I believe, we didn't get the chance to sample. So maybe next time in Darmstadt, we'll sample more beer and more food. In terms of the stadium, it's a nice, quirky stadium. Again, it's kind of, each stand is individual. It's not a soulless bowl, and I like that. Albeit a little bit awkward to walk around. The fact that it's set amongst forestry is nice. It's very nice to the eye. So there we go, ladies and gents. And if you are new to the channel, I'm obviously English. We cover German football, but randomly, tomorrow, if you're watching this as it's just been uploaded, we're going to have our very first experience in Holland, watching Eredivisie for the very first time, as we see PSV Eindhoven against Sparta Rotterdam. I'm not sure what the pronunciation's in Dutch, I'm just getting to grips with German. And of course, we'll be back in the Ruhrgebiet for VfL Bochum gegen Alversberg, and plenty more to come. So hit that like button, thanks for watching, Dankeschön, and auf Wieder, bloody Zane.